Hello everyone, welcome to video 3 of 4 where we go over the basics of Red Alert. This video is going to be on actions and inputs.
Battle control initialized.
So to start things off, if I want to select something, I left click it, like this.
Awaiting orders.
If I want to select a group of people, I can create a box like this with
Yes,
left
sir.
click. It's the same thing. If I want to move a unit, I can right click over here. I can also click the unit itself to deploy it. Now this doesn't work for most units, but for a mobile construction vehicle, I can deploy it. I can also deploy it with this button right here, F.
Affirmative.
And then I can build a power plant.
Building.
So another hotkey I like to use a lot
Construction
is
complete.
E, or for defense, R. This is because when I'm building a power plant or something else, instead of bringing my mouse over here, left clicking, and building it with my left click, I can just hit E and build it. And if I want to exit out for some weird reason, I can always right click. So looking fast, that looks like this.
New construction options.
And as you can probably tell, this can be really quick if you know what to do. Next up, I can build barracks.
Building. Construction complete.
Again, I can hit E and left click.
New construction options.
So now I've trained a lot of rifle infantry and rocket soldiers. I can select them with left click and then right click to choose where they want to move.
Affirmative.
There are also different stances. Right now they are in defend stance, which is a really good stance just to keep them as. It's where the units will attack enemy units on site, but they will not pursue. Attack anything stance is where they will pursue. And you might not want to have this checked all the time because there can be a sort of decoy unit that attracts the units out of their base where maybe another enemy can come in from behind. So defense stance is always a really good option. Return fire stance is where the units do nothing unless the enemy starts attacking them. I wouldn't really recommend this. And hold fire stance is when they do not do anything at all. So I would definitely not recommend this.
Agreed.
If I want to move the enemy, if I want to move my units into an enemy base, and I want them to attack on the way, I can click A, attack move. So I can press A, and then it's now red, and I can
As you
move
wish.
the units. And what happens is, if they see an enemy unit along the way, they're going to attack it on the way. Force move is when default activity for the target is suppressed, or when they stop completely, which is S. They stop fire, stop moving, all that stuff, except right here, since they're moving, they will move, but stop fire. It's also where vehicles will attempt to crush enemies at the target location, helicopters will land at the target location, and where chrono tanks will teleport towards the target location. I don't use this much myself. Force attack is where units will fire in that direction at that place. So I can hold down control and have them attack this
Agreed.
bridge.
Yes, sir.
I can even have units attack other soldiers.
At once. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
I
Agreed.
can also have the units attack my buildings.
Ready and waiting.
And to stop, I can just click S or press stop here.
Acknowledge. Ready and
Another
waiting.
cool thing I can do is scatter. And scattering, here it is where the units will disperse themselves. So if I want units to spread out, I can do Control X,
Very well.
and they will
Agreed.
scatter like this.
Affirmative.
Waypoint mode is where you can give multiple commands at once, and it's done by holding down Shift right here. So I can hold down Shift,
Very
have them
well.
move here,
At
and then
once.
here, and
As
then
you
here,
wish.
and then
Acknowledged.
here, and whatnot. And they will move in that pattern. Let's say I'm about to build a radar dome, but I'm going to go low power as I do that. I can build the radar dome, and I'll be low power. But because the radar dome is powered, meaning it's gray and shut down, I can click X or power down
Low power.
the radar dome. And now it's powered down and I have 3 power. This is useful because it takes longer to build things when you're low power.
Building.
Now I can build things at the same time, whereas if I was low power,
Low power.
it took longer. In this case, 18 seconds.
Construction complete.
And now I can power it back on.
Silos needed.
I can also repair certain units or buildings. This one, the power plant, is about half health. So I
Repairing.
can click repair and it will take credits to repair the building. And as I repair power
Silos
plants,
needed.
I also gain power. As you can see, my power is going up. I can also sell a building if I need to for extra
Structure
credits.
Sold.
Also, if I want to bring attention to a certain area on the map, maybe we know there are some units here, but my
Silos
teammate
needed.
does not, I can place a beacon here, which is also the hotkey B. You can do this repeatedly to attract attention to this one spot if it's very bad. So right now I've got set up a pretty big army and a pretty big base. If I want to select all the units, I can select them like this,
Yes, sir.
but that takes a while.
Iron curtain ready.
Instead, I can click Q
Awaiting
and I will
orders.
select 123 units across the screen.
Silos
Click
needed.
it again
Awaiting
to select
orders.
all the units across the map. Now, it looks like I didn't do anything, but maybe I'm right here. I'll only select the units right here. I'll not be able to select all of them right here. If I'm over here for some reason, I can quickly
Yes, sir.
QQ, and I will select all the units right here.
Silos needed.
Let's say I want to select all the units of a specific kind, maybe a V2 rocket launcher. I can select one and double click it to select all of the units, or I can click it,
Reporting.
press W
Waiting
to select all the units across the screen, and click it again
Vehicle reporting.
for all the units across the map. If I want to create a group of, say, all these troops,
Silos needed.
I can hold down Control and press anything from 0 to 9. So let's say Control 1. Now, these are all Group 1. I can click 1 again
Yes, sir.
to select all of the units.
Reporting. Affirmative.
And I can have another army here.
Ready and
Control
waiting.
Silos
2.
needed.
He will go there.
Acknowledged.
And I've got 2 good armies set up. And I can quickly do 1
Vehicle
goes
reporting.
here, 2
Reporting.
goes here.
Affirmative.
Very, very quick way to move units. Finally, to help with camera and navigation, the way you move is by putting your
Silos
mouse
needed.
over on the edge of the screen like this, or I can click on the radar map and I can move there. If I want to jump quickly back to my base, I can click H. I can also click space to jump to the most recent radar event, which would be here. And then I can hit
Silos
Q
needed.
Yes, sir.
to select all the units and bring them over here. If I want to stop, I can just do S,
Very well.
and they will stop. To zoom in and out, I can simply use the scroll wheel, or I can use the period button on my keyboard to zoom from in and out. Now, I do
A-bomb
not know
ready.
why you do this. I like to keep my zoom as far out as possible so I can see as much as I can.
Silos needed.
To train a bunch of rifle infantry, I can hold down F1 right here,
Training.
and I will
Unit
train
ready.
15.
Unit
This also
ready.
applies to vehicles.
Unit
For example,
ready.
if I want to train a lot of heavy tanks,
Unit
hold
ready.
on F5,
Building. Silos
and then
ready.
hold down F2
Unit
for
ready.
rigs and yaks,
Unit.
and I can also click F2 and F3 repeatedly
Building.
for missile submarines.
Unit ready.
The last thing is pretty obvious, hitting escape to go back to the main menu. That's all. Be sure to check out the next video, video 4 of 4, in this 4-part tutorial series on how to play Red Alert, where we go over the extra stuff. See you in the next video.